ever wondered if you're surrounded by friends or frenemies? It's a question that may have crossed your mind, but have you ever really taken the time to ponder on it? The importance of healthy relationships in our lives cannot be overstated. They provide us with support, love, and a sense of belonging. They can be the buoy that keeps us afloat in the stormy seas of life. On the other hand, toxic friendships can act like a hole in that buoy. They drain our energy, erode our self-esteem, and can leave us feeling isolated and unhappy. Picture it like this. A healthy friendship is like a rejuvenating cup of tea on a cold day, warming you from the inside out. A toxic friendship, however, is like a cup of tea that's been steeped for far too long, bitter, overbearing, and leaving a sour taste in your mouth. So, how do you spot a toxic friend? Let's dive into the 7 red flags you can't ignore. First up, constant criticism. We're not talking about the occasional helpful hint, but a ceaseless downpour of disapproval. This isn't about your friend pointing out that you've got spinach in your teeth. No, this is more like your friend constantly telling you that your laugh is too loud, your dreams are too big, or your shoes don't match your outfit. Every single day. This type of constant criticism can undermine your self-esteem faster than a cheetah on a caffeine high. It's like having a personal rain cloud that follows you around, always ready to drench you in negativity. And let's be clear, there's a vast difference between toxic criticism and constructive feedback. Constructive feedback is like a personal trainer pushing you to be better. Toxic criticism, on the other hand, is like a nasty school bully, pushing you into a puddle just for the fun of it. Remember, friends should build you up, not tear you down. Second on our list, feeling emotionally drained after spending time with them. Picture this. You're buzzing with energy, ready to take on the world, and then you meet your friend, the emotional vampire. By the time you part ways, you feel as if all your joy has been sucked out, leaving you feeling drained and defeated. This can be a sign of a toxic friendship. Emotional vampires, though they may not sport fangs and a cape, can be just as draining. They feed off your energy, always dwelling on their problems and rarely showing interest in yours. These friends can leave you feeling emotionally exhausted, creating a constant sense of dread around meeting them. It's like being in a boxing match, except you're not throwing punches, you're throwing sympathy, understanding, and emotional support, and they're taking it all without giving anything in return. A friendship should energize you, not exhaust you. Third red flag, you give, they take. Sounds like a bad business deal, right? Imagine this. You're always the one lending an ear, offering a shoulder to cry on, giving advice, but when you need a listening ear, they're suddenly unavailable. That's not a friendship, that's a one-way street. A healthy relationship thrives on balance. It's like a seesaw. You know, the playground equipment, it's fun because both sides take turns going up and down. But imagine if one side is always up and the other perpetually down. That's not a seesaw, that's just a sad, lopsided piece of metal. Now, we're not saying you should start keeping score, but if you find yourself constantly on the giving end with very little reciprocation, it's time to reassess. Friendships should be about mutual support, shared joys, and reciprocal kindness. Remember, a friendship is a partnership, not a charity. Fourth red flag, trust is as scarce as a unicorn sighting. This can be as subtle as a friend who constantly checks up on you, doubting your every move, or as blatant as a companion who spreads your secrets like they're the latest gossip. Now, we all love a good unicorn sighting, but when trust becomes that rare, we're in toxic territory. In the heart of a healthy friendship, trust beats like a steady drum, providing the rhythm for our interactions. It's the assurance that our vulnerabilities are safe, that our triumphs are celebrated, and that our failures are met with understanding, not judgment. Let's paint a picture. Have you ever shared a sensitive piece of information, only to find it spilled in the open later? Or perhaps you've been on the receiving end of relentless questioning about your choices. These are glaring signs of a lack of trust. Without trust, it's not a friendship, it's a ticking time bomb. Fifth red flag, they spread negativity like it's the latest fashion trend. Now, we're not talking about your friend who occasionally has a bad day. We all have those. No, we're focusing on those who seem to bathe in a pool of pessimism and then fling it around like confetti. Picture this scenario. You're excited about a new job opportunity, and instead of cheering you on, they instantly bring up all the potential pitfalls. Or perhaps you've shared a new idea, and they're quick to point out why it won't work. This constant rain on your parade can start to seep into your own thoughts, turning your sunny outlook into a stormy one. And it's not just about them being a Debbie Downer. Their negativity can be infectious, slowly transforming your positive energy into a mirror image of their pessimism. A good friend should spark joy, encourage your dreams, and lift you up when you're down. They should inspire positivity, not sow seeds of doubt. Remember, friends should be your cheerleaders, not your critics. Sixth red flag. They're as consistent as British weather. Now, inconsistency in a friend's behavior can be as unsettling as a sudden hailstorm on a sunny day. It leads to instability and stress, much like being caught in the rain without an umbrella. Think about it. One day your friend might be warm and inviting, like a cozy Sunday afternoon. The next, they're cold and distant, as if a winter chill has set in. Or perhaps they're constantly changing their opinions, swaying like a tree in a storm, depending on who they're talking to. These inconsistencies can leave you feeling like you're walking on eggshells, never quite sure which version of your friend you're going to get. It's like having a picnic under a rain cloud. You're always waiting for the downpour. Inconsistency breeds mistrust and uncertainty, and that's no foundation for a solid friendship. After all, consistency is the backbone of a solid friendship. Seventh and final red flag. They cross boundaries like they're finishing a marathon. Boundaries, my dear friends, are the invisible lines that define your emotional, mental, and physical space. They're essential to healthy relationships. But when it comes to toxic friends, they're about as effective as a chocolate teapot. Imagine you've clearly communicated that you need some alone time, but your friend insists on dropping by unannounced. Or perhaps you've told them that certain topics are off limits, yet they insist on bringing them up, again and again. That's not just them being forgetful or caring in an unconventional way. That, my friends, is a blatant disregard for your boundaries. A toxic friend might argue that they're just being honest, or that they know what's best for you. But let's be real, this isn't about honesty or your well-being. It's about control and a lack of respect. In a healthy friendship, boundaries aren't just respected, they're cherished. So, we've navigated the stormy seas of toxic friendships and emerged on the other side. Let's take a pause here to reflect on our journey. We've identified 7 alarming signs of a toxic friendship. The first sign is ceaseless criticism, a relentless downpour that erodes your self-esteem. Then we have emotional exhaustion, a vortex that drains your energy and leaves you feeling depleted. The third is the unfair balance of give and take, a seesaw tilted heavily against your favor. Then the fourth, the absence of trust, a foundation that threatens to collapse at any moment. Following that, we have the negativity propagators who, akin to a contagious virus, can infiltrate and taint your positive mindset. The penultimate red flag is inconsistency, a roller coaster that leaves you feeling disoriented and off balance. Finally, the disregard for boundaries, an intruder who oversteps into your personal space. If you spot these signs in your friendships, it's time to take the reins, confront, communicate, or if necessary, sever connections. Remember, life is too fleeting for toxic friendships. Opt to envelop yourself with positivity and respect. You are it. And now we have a small request. If you found this video beneficial, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Noggin Knowledge. Ring the notification bell to ensure you never miss out on our new content. Also, if you know anyone who might find this video helpful, be sure to share it with them. Until next time, let's help each other grow and explore the depths of the human mind together.